Welcome back to the NKU Norse. Today is going to be the biggest episode in the series. Right here, you'll see Mason Bean was a Heisman finalist, but he didn't win. However, they did announce all the awards. Jamari Brown won the Johnny Rogers Award, and Andrew Luck won AP Coach of the Year. What a coach he was for us. We're sitting at number 15 in the nation, and somehow after that big win last week, we ended up in the New Mexico Bowl against Temple. I don't know what we did to fall out of the Fiesta Bowl, but oh well. We could win the first bowl game in program history today. But first, we have to look at All-Americans, and we have to say goodbye to our seniors. And then after the bowl game in the same episode today, I'm going to be doing the entire off-season, so make sure you stay tuned for that. This is going to be a huge episode, and make sure to hit that like button down below. We did have a couple first-team All-Americans. As you'll see, defensive tackle sophomore Jeff Welsh got onto the list. So did freshman middle linebacker Ryan Clayton, and even the strong safety freshman Travis Silva made it to the first-team All-American list. For second-team All-Americans, freshman Tony Hines got onto this list, and so did senior Trayvon Faulkner, our free safety, and the former NKU basketball player. Obviously, we did have a lot of freshmen on this first-team All-American list, a ton of them. You love to see it, and we also dominated All-Conference USA. There's Mason Bean right there. Tony Hines, of course, made it. Nick Young, Jeff Welsh, Ryan Clayton, Liam Demko, Trayvon Faulkner, and Travis Silva all finished first-team All-Conference USA. And right tackle George Daniel, Ashton Anderson, and cornerback Kenneth Webb all finished second-team All-Conference USA. Before we play our game against Temple, we're going to have to say goodbye to a lot of seniors, including star QB Mason Bean. He won the 2021 Maxwell Award, and he had a great career as a Norse. He transferred in from North Texas when we started this football program. He had 54 total passing touchdowns, and he also threw for over 7,000 yards. You also can't take away how big of a rusher he was for us. He had a great career here with almost 1,500 total rushing yards and 27 rushing touchdowns. We're definitely going to miss him, but we're also losing our halfback, Robert Burns. He honestly didn't have a great career for us. We're not a running team. He transferred in from Miami, and he played his 2 final years here. And it seems like we're losing all the players that transferred in when our program started. Daquan Green, the transfer from Murray State, is gone. He had almost 1,000 career receiving yards with us and 6 touchdowns. And we're also losing out on the former NKU basketball player, Adrian Nelson. At 6'7", he was amazing for us. Almost 1,600 total career yards. And he came in and got 16 touchdowns, with it being his first time ever playing football. We're also losing senior Jaquavian Mahone. He transferred in from Kentucky. He had a big role last season, but since Jeff Welsh came in as a JUCO and completely replaced Jaquavian Mahone's position, he didn't see the field much this season. We're also losing our left outside linebacker, Devin Dixon. He was originally a cornerback for us, but we moved him to linebacker this year. He definitely performed with 46 tackles and 14 tackles for loss. Our backup middle linebacker, Samuel Lowe, is graduating. He had a big role on the team last season, but freshman Ryan Clayton came in and completely replaced him this year. And we're coming to the end. Cornerback Liam Demko, the senior, he's also gone. And so is senior Trayvon Faulkner. He also used to play basketball for NKU. He had 119 tackles in the 2 seasons he played for us, along with 28 tackles for loss and 4 interceptions. The last senior we're saying goodbye to is Justin Prince. He didn't have a big role on the team. Anyway, we're saying goodbye to all of those seniors. This is their last game today. Andrew Luck has 2 head coach upgrades. I'm going to put him into kitchen sink and pipelines. I have to say, Andrew Luck has had a solid career so far. He's looking to get that bowl win today, but now it's time to hop into the New Mexico Bowl. Here we are at Dream Style Stadium. You will see that the Norse fans traveled extremely well for today's game. There is far more black and yellow in the crowd than there is red, and it is clear our fans are excited for the first bowl game in school program history. On the first play, Temple is pressing Tony Hines, and I don't think it's gonna work like that. Come on, you can't be giving me this nice of a start. Make amends. Oh, what the double spin move? I can tell you all today, we're coming out firing on all cylinders. We're not gonna go light. So, you all should be excited for today's game. Robert Burns almost gets into the end zone there. I really want to throw Adrian Nelson on this fade route. Let's get him mossing somebody. What a dot. He can't hold on to it. And here on 3rd and goal, we're handing it off to Robert Burns, who gets into the end zone. That is the exact start we need in this bowl game. Remember to stay tuned for the whole episode because we're going to be doing the whole off season, and there's a lot of stuff that's going to go down then. Come on, let's make a tackle here. I'm really hoping by next season we don't give up big kick returns like that. I'm going to have to send in a blitz here. It's 3rd and inches, and it worked out. They fumbled. Travis Silva, pick it up. You could not ask for a more perfect start to today's game. I can't lie, I was hoping we would get into the Fiesta Bowl against Iowa State, but oh well. At least we made a bowl game as a program this season. 3rd down, Tony Hines with the catch. And honestly, you all should be excited to see how Tony Hines performs next season. They sent a good blitz in there, but the freshman wide receiver has definitely had a drop issue for us. Robert Burns, let's go. The senior picks up the first down. It looks like they're sending in a blitz here. We're getting one-on-one with Adrian Nelson, and he is gonna get the touchdown. The senior is trying to go out with a bang today, and this is honestly the perfect start. It seems as if Temple's gonna be a pretty run-heavy team. They're passing right here, but everything's in a box. There we go. On 2nd and 10, they're passing again. No, good route. All right, they're taking the slant, and wow, they got a really nice gain out of that. Our defense might need to start locking up here. Another big run. No, Liam Demko, bring him down. I know this isn't a big bowl game or anything, but it is a big bowl game for our program. And here on 3rd and 5, I send in a little blitz, and it gets in. Holding Temple to 3 is absolutely huge there. I think if we can have a dominating win today, that'd really set the tone for next season. They're pressing Tony Hines here. All right, we'll take the flat to Adrian Nelson. The goal is to feed those seniors today. It's their last game for us, but we have to deliver dots to Tony Hines when we can. If we can manage to dominate Conference USA next season, I'm hoping our program can get an invite into like the American Conference. But here, on 3rd and 14, it's going to be hard to get a pickup, but we got the lucky route bounce. Adrian Nelson with the catch. I'm going to continue to feed as many players as I can, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw a dot to Adrian Nelson. You could not ask for a more perfect ending for Mason Bean and Adrian Nelson to their career as a Norse. I'm really happy all of our fans came out to this game. Ryan Clayton getting the big tackle on the running back, and Temple has a big 3rd and 10 right here. I'm hoping we can lock up. That's good defense. Pickett, Trayvon Faulkner, the senior with the pick. Can we make it a pick 6? Come on, buddy. You all have watched these seniors play for 2 seasons at NKU. You should be proud of the team. Mason Bean delivering a dot to Tony Hines. And honestly, this game is turning into a massacre. We needed a better bowl opponent. If we come out and dominate Conference USA next season like this, I'm sure we'll definitely get an invite into the American Conference the following season. But we might not even be that good next season. We're losing Mason Bean, and that's going to be a big loss to the program. We need a QB that can take over like he can. Here on 3rd and 4, I'm hoping they can't pick it up, but they do. Good play. All right, 1st and 10, halfback draw. Trayvon Faulkner knocking him farther back, and Austin Hargrove brings him down. I am so proud of our defense, even without Jamari Brown. They've just come out and played amazing football. Here on 3rd and 20, we're putting them in another box. This is honestly turning into a massacre. We're just going to run the clock out to end off the first half. We're about to find out if Temple has any life in them after that amazing first half on our end. Their QB's taking off here. Since this is going to be a longer video than normal, I don't want to bore you all with too much on defense, but we're locking up again. 3rd and 12. Are we going to get the stop that we need? And what a dot. They threw right at me. It looks like Temple's starting to show a little life in them. If we can come out and score on this drive, though, I think we can kill any of that hope that they might still have that they're in this game. So I know they're going to play hard till the final whistle. We got the triple option with 3 seniors right here. And here on 3rd down, it looks like they're sending a blitz. We're going to throw it up to Bryce Oliver, and we're going to have to punt it back to them. It looks like they're starting to show some life. That's a little bit scary. Their QB's taking off. And he fumbled. Oh my gosh. The senior, Trayvon Faulkner, picks it up. And he goes all the way. I gotta say, Trayvon Faulkner's having a good end to his career at NKU. He's had a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and he had that pick earlier in the game. We're putting him in a box right here. Our defensive line is going to be nasty in the future. They're all pretty young, and they're already playing this well. And we're putting them in a box. Punt me the ball back. You know, pressing Tony Hines with no safety help over top is always a mistake. Why would you do that, Temple? What are you doing? Mason Bean is definitely going out with a bang today, and NKU should be going into next season with a lot more respect. Let's send a blitz in. Why not? Trayvon Faulkner, get in there. Jeff Welsh with the sack. And that is a school record. Jeff Welsh with the most sacks for the Norse. And here on 4th and 1, can we get the stop? We can. Mason Bean takes a knee, and that's his final snap as a Norse. We won the New Mexico Bowl. It is a great day. Andrew Luck's happy. Our team gets to celebrate. Mason Bean's last time being on the field as a Norse. It's sad times. But that's a wrap for NKU football. This is the last time we're going to be able to look at stats for these seniors. Robert Burns, of course, never has a good game. But Adrian Nelson did get 2 touchdowns for himself. And defensively, talk about the 4 sacks. That's a school record for Jeff Welsh. Freshman Nick Young also had 3. And freshman Ashton Anderson had 1. Trayvon Faulkner ended with a tackle for loss, an interception, and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. You couldn't ask for a better end to your senior season. But there's the New Mexico Bowl trophy. It's time to hop into the offseason now. Mason Bean beat himself out for his previous school record. He holds the most passing yards in a season. I don't know why it won't show us our records from our previous seasons, but Andrew Luck is 16-10 as a head coach so far. Of course, prestigious teams like USC are going to want him to come to the team. But you know what we're going to have to do. Andrew Luck wants to stay coaching the Norse. Here are all the players leaving. We have a left end transferring out, Doug Johnson. He probably wouldn't have ended up seeing the field anyway with all our great recruits coming in. But the rest of the players leaving are seniors. So one final goodbye to Robert Burns, Daquan Green, Mason Bean, Adrian Nelson, Trayvon Faulkner, Jaquavian Mahone, Devin Dixon, Samuel Lowe, Liam Demko, and Justin Prince. Unfortunately, none of them were drafted, but we do have a few players that are trying to transfer into the program. We don't want anything to do with them. I ended up declining them all. And for recruiting, I'm putting points on the 6'8 tackle, Aaron Barber, and 67 overall free safety, Brian Ashley. We're going to need some depth at that position. Just like I figured we would, we landed both of those players, and we also landed Lawrence Frederick without even going after him, which gave us a top class in Conference USA, and it gave us a top 10 class in the nation. That's right, your NKU Norse came in with the number 10 class this season. We're now a 2-star prestige. Some of our biggest gets include 5-star Troy Brown, who is 6'5", 234, and he's going to be playing halfback for us. Along with the other 5-star Dustin McCauley, who is going to be probably playing QB for us. At wide receiver, we landed 4-star Brett Smith, and we landed a ton of offensive linemen. We're continuing to build up that offensive line. You know I have to recruit a ton of those guys. We also built up our defensive line with 3 4-star players, and at middle linebacker, we brought in Anton Cooper from Danville, Kentucky. We also brought in a couple free safety replacements for Trayvon Faulkner, and that wraps up our top 10 recruiting class. Without Andrew Luck, none of that would be possible. But it's time to do some position changes. I'm gonna go ahead and put Dustin McCauley at quarterback, and you know I had to put the 6'5 athlete Troy Brown at halfback. I also ended up moving some offensive linemen around a bit, and I moved defensive end John Nelson to defensive tackle. I can't lie, our defensive line is insane, but our linebacking core is not good. We're gonna have to move free safety Brian Ashley, the middle linebacker, for depth, and I moved middle linebacker Anton Cooper out to left outside linebacker. Besides that, there weren't any other position changes, so now I've advanced the training results. I'm super excited to see these. Bryce Oliver's up to a 93 overall, and then Jamari Brown's up to a 90. We're gonna have a lot of quarterbacks to choose from. Darnell Green's up to a 76. Jared Jackson's up to a 73, and we had the freshman QB come in. 5'8 running back Daniel Kelly is up to a 75, and the freshman we redshirted Andy Larson's up to a 78, along with Tony Hines being up to a 78. I'm hoping his catching improved, which it definitely improved a little bit, which is much needed. Even 5'7 Walter Darwin's up to a 72. And the former Kentucky transfer Nick Ojanovic, our tight end, is up to an 82. Our offensive line is looking good. This is the best time of the year. Sophomore Ashton Anderson's up to a 76, and junior Jeff Welsh is up to an 83. Ryan Clayton went up to a 67. Austin Hargrove went up to a 72. And even our cornerbacks improved. You love to see it. I think we're going to have a great team this year. Lastly, sophomore Travis Silva is up to a 79, and former NKU soccer player Cam Newton, the junior now, is up to a 73. We're not changing conferences this year, but the American Conference did hit us up. They told us if we are able to go undefeated in Conference USA next season and win the Conference USA Conference Championship, then we'll be joining the American Conference the following season. I hope you all are enjoying the series so far. We're going to be headed into Season 3 in the next video, so make sure to hit that like button down below, and I will see you all in the next one.